Hello, hello. How are my buddies? Yeah. How's everybody doing tonight? Good to see you here. If you are here, if you're not here, well, later. Okay, let's fix this default view. No, it's okay. Good enough. I guess. Anyway, this is Mickey Sunshine Creates, and I'm Mickey, of course, naturally. Why else would you be here? Happy Friday! Welcome to my channel. And if you're watching this on replay, thank you. I appreciate it very, very much. Who's here? Dot's here. Okay, why can't I see you in the other? Oh, you're all the way down. What are you doing down there? Okay, never mind. Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. I'm just, Hi, Jerry. And yeah, yeah. I can't, I have nothing to say because I think I've said it all before. It's just another Friday night. I've had a pretty good week. I'm almost done. I have a little bit of this and then two more little squares to be done. And then I'm done with the Josephine Wall hair Secret Garden. I can't believe Rebecca finished before me. But then I've been taking my time. So, it is how it is. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's going to be another one of those yawning nights. Ah, Yvonne, how's my buddy going? Working busy, huh? Well, just don't get fired for being here and, be a good girl. I've been sending Yvonne and Rebecca, I've been on Instagram, and for some reason, I get into the black hole of Instagram, and my feed is a lot of other 98, which I really enjoy seeing. It's, conservative versus liberal. They're the liberals, I guess you would call them. I don't know. The practical, the common sense ones, and artwork. I love these instant artists. It's incredible what some artists do, and I love watching these little mini reels on Instagram, and of course, cat videos. And I've been sharing them with Yvonne and Rebecca. And sometimes yeah, they can tell I've been on Instagram too long because I send them too much. I stopped doing it. I'm not sending them as much as I used to, but dang, I can't help it. I want to share it. Hi, Gail. How are you tonight? Oh, it's Friday. Hey, it's been a cross between hot and sunny and beautiful and thunderstorms. Yeah, it's just been roller coasting between the two every day. We'll get beautiful weather in the morning. Of course, it's hot, so it's like, 85, 86, 87 degrees or more. What am I I'm having difficulty with this. Aha! Not all of the plastic is lifted off. See, sometimes you can tell. Sometimes. All right. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see. Jerry said, I know, there were some good ones today, and I stopped after a while because I said, I can't send her. I can't keep sending her these things. My gosh. All right, let's see if we've got any. Whoop, it's hard to tell. But it is smooth. There's got to be something there. There's got to be a little bit of plastic left. Man, I can't do this. I guess not. Then where's the devil? All right, this is. Aha! I knew it. I knew it was here. Is this gonna work? No, this is not gonna work. There we go. Sometimes you can't, never mind. I'm just working on. I'm here by myself, just diamond painting. It's been warm in. Wait. First of all, Jerry says my favorite videos lately are jump scares. I don't. Yeah, no, not for me. I don't like jump scares. They are funny, but do you guys remember that thing that went around years ago? And you were watching it, and you were watching it, and you were watching it, and all of a sudden, Lyndon Blair's face from The Exorcist comes up. It scared the bejesus out of somebody. Scared the bejesus out of me. I jumped out of my seat when I saw that. Because here you calm, you're watching something. Been warm here in Ontario. Lots of thunderstorms here too. But, actually, it's our rainy season, so I expect thunderstorms. Come on, stay. Yeah, I expect the thunder. I love thunderstorms. I do. I don't go out often, so they don't bother me. And I love being inside and hearing the thunder. What I don't really like is when that crack of thunder goes off right above you. And it sounds like the entire building is shaking. And my poor cats. It's just, that's what's. It was quiet. It was just a little drizzly. There was thunder in the distance. Oliver's sitting on the bed. I'm sitting on the bed. We're hanging out, and all of a sudden, a crack comes right above us. He could leap high. Yvonne, did you just see the one I just sent you? This poor little kitten is backing up into a corner and then flips over. I mean, kittens are the funniest. They are. But there are some strange cats. They're strange. I don't understand how people capture these antics of cats. I can't. Every time my cats are doing something, I don't have a phone with me. I don't have my phone with me, And if I stop to get my phone, they stop. They disappear. It's like, no. You can't. Oliver's been very good, though, because he actually, when he's in a funny position, he actually stays there. So I can get a picture. I've got a couple of good ones, too. I mean, I can't imagine some of the positions that these cats get into. And Oliver, too. How can they be comfortable? How are they comfortable? I don't get it. I really don't get it. But they're cats. They're nimble. They're flexible. It's like they're boneless. It really is. It's. Oh, there I go again. It's not company. Trust me. Because I'm the one that's company. Yeah. Okay, I'll just sit here. Let's see. Has anything gone on this week? Nope. I'm going to do like at Passover. Why is this day any different from any other days? No. I'm just hanging out. All right, let's see. Anybody have any questions that get me started on something? At least, my brain's not working tonight. I've been sleeping so much, and yet I'm yawning. But I've been sleeping a lot. I mean, Monday I didn't wake up until noon. Tuesday I got up early because the cleaning girl came, Elizabeth came. Wednesday I slept until 2. Yesterday I was up a fairly decent hour, I guess 11 or so. And today I slept until noon again. And I'm not going to sleep that well. I don't know. I'm going to sleep around 3:30. I don't get tired before then. That's my golden hour. It's a witching hour. 3 a.m. Maybe that's what it is. It's the witching hour and my potions finally work. Because, yeah, I have to take potions to sleep. Of course, those potions come in the form of little pills, but hey, whatever works, right? Angie, hi. Okay, something's wrong here. Why aren't you, Jerry? Your last. I have my live open on another window in Chrome, and I see Jerry's. I yawn a lot, no matter how much sleep I get. I see, but it's not in my StreamYard. Why the hell isn't it? The last thing in my StreamYard is Angie. Weird. Very, 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 very weird. Oh, I didn't notice. Cheryl. Oh, hi, Cheryl. I'm sorry I missed you. How's Tippy Joy? How are you? I hope you guys are okay and doing well. I'm, doing fine. Anyway, there's a 10-second delay I've noticed. I think that's what it is. It's a 10-second delay. And here I go again. I can't stop. It's funny. It is. It's funny. Okay. Um. Okay, you guys can contribute a little bit. Help me out here. Give me just something I can latch on to. I can't think of anything. Can't even think of any stories from my past. Well, I can think of stories, but those are the ones I can't share. Yeah, can't share those. Aw, Tippy Joy is sleeping on the couch next to Cheryl. I hope she's on the couch too and hanging out. I'm just sitting here at my table. I'm thinking of getting a monitor stand. I don't know why I haven't thought of it before, because this is a very, very, very big computer. It's a 21-inch. So when it's sitting right in front, it's huge. Angie says I got a 6-year-old male. He's all white, very fat and big, and I call him Buddy. That's good. What kind? I did. I made leaky potatoes. Actually, they're Peter's leaky potatoes, I call them. I put that recipe online. I'm talking at least 20 years ago, maybe more. And it's such a simple recipe. It's just layers of potato and leeks cut up and sprinkled all over, and you put on some herbamar, which is an herbed salt. So it's got herbs and spices in it, but it's not that salty. It's very flavorful. Put that on, and then dollops of whole milk cottage cheese. Got to be whole milk. I made a mistake once and used 4%. You need the creaminess from the cottage cheese, from the whole milk. So, and then you just stick it in the oven. You layer it up like a lasagna. You stick it in the oven, and 45 minutes later, 45 minutes to an hour, depends. It's done. And oh my God, it was so good. Dan made broiled chicken, and I made the leaky potatoes. And I just, if you want to look up the recipe, it's Peter's leaky potatoes. God, I can't believe, when did I put those up? 1997, I think. I wrote that. Peter, my ex-husband is Swedish, and he taught me so many different recipes that I'd forgotten half of what he taught me. But this one was when we loved to cook together. It was one of my favorite things to do, was to cook with Peter, because he made a great sous chef for me, and I made a great sous chef for him. Whenever we cooked together, we each added our own little thing to it, and it came out better than the original recipe, which God's honest truth. And cross my heart. If you stick the needle, no, I don't want to do that. And we used, he's the one that taught me to put a little bit of maple syrup into a savory sauce. And it's amazing how it changes the flavor, taste. And I taught him how to do canning. We canned cranberries and made salsas and chutneys. So they're actually the same thing, just different languages. But they're basically the same thing. And I made mango onion chutney. I made cranberry. There was one year was cranberry mango. Another year was cranberry, because I made it for Christmas most of the time. It was cranberry and pineapple and a whole bunch of spices. I love ginger, so I would, always put ginger in there. Everybody thought I was crazy because I put ginger in my. Yeah, chili goes in too. You gotta have it. It's gotta be a little spicy, but I love ginger, so I put it into everything. There, Marie Callender's makes a bowl, ginger, beef and broccoli. Oh, so just a hint of. I could do with more ginger. I can never get too many. But yeah, that's how you spell it, leaky potatoes. This is weird. I still don't see. I still don't see Jerry's last statement message. Weird. Okay. YouTube's doing it again. Or StreamYard is. Or somebody is. I don't know. Whatever. All right, what else? Today, have you ever had those Barber stuffed chicken breasts? They are so freaking good. they are, and we had that tonight. I have been saving it. It was lobster and scallop stuffed chicken, and it's breaded, and it's raw. It's raw chicken. When you get it, it's frozen. It's raw chicken, so you have to cook it. You put it in. I put mine in the toaster oven. Cooked it for 35 minutes, and we made, well, bird's eye meat, cream spinach. I love bird's eye cream spinach. I love spinach. So we had that with it. And I had a great meal tonight. I really enjoyed my dinner. Sometimes, yeah, I was going to have just a plain old, you know, Marie calendar or something like that. Yesterday I had a pastrami and rye. Dan bought pastrami. So anybody know how? I finally actually figured out how to heat it up in the microwave without it getting dry. Because I don't know how they do that, but I figured it out. Paper towels. It works much better than just putting a lid, on top of it. Anyway, food. I'm talking about food again. It's either cats or food. What's wrong with me? I don't know. I'm just talking to myself here. And nobody's saying it. Nobody talks to each other. Nobody talks to me. You guys are so quiet. You're just, yeah. And I don't know how you want to sit and just listen to me babble, because that's all I'm doing is babbling. But have you heard that Alyssa from diamondpaintingdrills.com and Rebecca have worked out an enhancement packet for Fairy Town, for the Great Escape. Whoever has Fairy Town, Rebecca has given Alyssa what she wants for it, because they worked on it together, and Rebecca had the final say on it. So thanks, Jerry. Loves Amy babbling. And she was supposed to tell Alyssa today, so hopefully Alyssa will have the packets ready for us. There's only 4 and the 4 that come with it, which I'm probably going to add more, because you've seen my stash over here. You've seen my stash. I got to use it. Come on, I can't not use it. It's sitting there. It needs use. I mean, I added what, 4 packets. Don't forget this one. I added 4 packets to the Secret Garden. I'm going to add more packets, and this one already had 4. I'm going to add more to the Fairy Town, because it's got a glitter. But one of the choices was she did black crystal. She's trading for 310. We're trading out the 310 for crystal. Oh, it's going to be so pretty. It really is. Okay, what am I doing? I'm already on G. Gee whiz. Oh, I can't wait till this is over. I don't know if you saw what I bought. I got a couple of free diamond paintings, which I'm very happy about. And I bought a couple of diamond paintings from, I think, from that company, DIY Diamond, the one that I just opened up, the free ones. And unfortunately, I stupidly did not do an image check. And one of them is definitely stolen artwork, and I should have known, because her paintings are on Diamond Art Club. And I wrote her. I said, I bought them. I usually check. I don't know what the heck. I don't know why I didn't. I've been checking everything every time. For some reason, I had to have this one. And then I realized when I checked it, I said, oh, crap. If they are not putting down an artist's name, it's because it was a stolen piece of artwork. I mean, and of course it was, it's a Chinese company. they're really fooling you, starting to fool you now, because they're opening up their own websites instead of being on AliExpress, and you don't know that they're Chinese. You don't know that they're coming directly from China, and they don't care about copyright. I mean, I expect a Chinese company. If I know I'm buying directly from a Chinese company, like on AliExpress, I know I'm going to encounter stolen artwork. I don't expect that from a quote unquote legitimate website. So it really bothers me to see all this. I mean, it's, yeah. I'm just glad I wrote to her first, and then I apologized. I said, okay, so I won't show it on my YouTube because it's not legit. I said, but I want to get one of her paintings. She does a lot of Christmas stuff. She's got a cute one of gnomes on DAC. Oh God, I want it. This stuff. And I don't know if you've seen Diamond Art Club's new paintings this week. Mail. What about mail? Yvonne, mail. Okay, whatever. I don't know if you've seen Diamond Art Club's new paintings this week. There's one. There's one there that is cute. That's the cat with the crystal ball or whatever it is. I don't know what it's called. But even so, it'd be nice to have it, but it's not. It's not one of those I gotta have. You know, like if Peggy Collins ever releases and Diamond Art Club ever does a painting of her, um, what are they called again? Sweet peas. The flower, the way, just the way she did it. You gotta go look. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. So colorful. And I think she calls it. I think they're sweet peas, the leaves or whatever. But she made them so colorful and so gorgeous. Now I gotta see if I can find it, because how can I not? Becca is going to want the cat one. Yeah, it does have lots of pink. But yeah, but she didn't get the pink snowflake. She put, she didn't, and that one's all pink. I got that. Oh, what am I looking for? Oh, Etsy. Yeah, because ah, all right, let's change this because I'm never gonna find it. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Peggy Collins photo art. We've got she's going to be giving us a discount again. She's also one of our sponsors this year. I wonder if she's got this up, if it's up here. God, she's got some new shit. Oh, man. Oh, I'm sorry. Calling me. It's just beautiful. All right, let's see if I can find if she's got a category for it. No. That means, let's see. Sweet pea? Sweet pea? No. Oh, man. See, now I can't find it. All right, if I can find it, I'll show it to you guys next week. Angie says, why can't people just diamond paint anything they want in their budget and they don't show their paintings on YouTube? Actually, people do, but I'm a creator. I'm a creator. And as a creator, I have my YouTube channel and I upload unboxing videos and I upload, when I can. I know I don't upload a lot of videos and I keep saying I will, and I never do. I'm just lazy. But as a creator with a YouTube channel, I respect artists and their right to get paid for their work. So it upsets me I won't show stolen artwork. It's as simple as that. But people can, they can diamond paint. I told them, I said, I'm sorry I bought it. I really am. But it's not going to stop me from doing it. It'll stop me from doing it on YouTube. I won't do a whip and chat with it, or I won't do a live with it. But I'm going to do it because it's such a cute Halloween painting. It really is. I wish I could share it, but like I said, I respect artists. So that's why, Angie, we don't show our paintings, the paintings that we buy and that are stolen in our YouTube. And I discourage people from even buying stolen artwork because I usually don't even buy stolen. That was what I bought this time was a mistake. I use an app for my iPhone called Image Search, and it's so freaking easy. It searches Google, it searches TinEye, it searches Bing, and Yandex, which is I don't know, something for Russian or something. I don't know, Eastern European, but it's so easy to do that there's no reason not to search. And if you find it belongs to an artist, don't buy it. Tell the company. I told the company, I said, I'm very disappointed in you. I didn't check this before, but it is stolen artwork. You're not paying the artist. The artist has a contract with somebody else, and I don't think you're paying them. And if you're not paying them, please take it down. Simple as that. But China doesn't care. They're not a signatory to the, what is it, the Berne Convention? Whatever it is that everybody else in the world agreed to copyright, that people have the right to copyright their work and get paid for it. And China just refused to sign, so they're not a signatory. They don't have to honor it. They don't care. But just because they don't care doesn't mean we shouldn't. To each his own. Everybody does what their own conscience and morality want them to do, have them do. So more power to you. And whatever it is, just, I'm still going to encourage you not to buy stolen artwork. I don't even want to support these stores, but they do have a lot of public domain and artwork purchased from, well, not purchased, but download, royalty-free artwork like you can find in these in these art places that you pay them for downloads, and it's not a lot of money, but they collect it. They get the rights to put it out, and it's free for commercial use. So as long as it's free for commercial use, and like I said, I don't like to, but even every moment, One of my favorite Chinese stores sells unlicensed artwork, stolen artwork. Let's see. Angie says, I thought that it seemed to be a terrible offense, but under as I understand that we need to keep the artists going. Totally agree. Yeah, it is. Yvonne says, I'm actually waiting for Bella Diamond Paintings to get the art from Nicole Payne. Oh, you mean Mary's Diamonds? That Nicole, Bella Art to Nicole acquired? Yeah, that should be cool. And then Yvonne says, I'm on the 12th I have from on the 12th I have from TSA popping. Oh, really? Treasure Studios Arts has popping drills? Ooh, that's not good. I mean, aside from Ever Moment and that one painting I had with Uniquely Yours Down Under, I have yet to run across a square that's a diamond painting that's perfect. I mean, the drills fit perfectly, every color, every one. You know, even even DAC doesn't fit perfect. Sometimes they do. They line up beautifully, one right after another and next to each other. And sometimes there's little tiny gaps, not the end of the world, but it makes it look crooked because it can be crooked when there are gaps, any kind of gap, which is why I keep using my straightener all the time to kind of like, oh, one's from 3 years ago. Oh, older ones. I hope they don't have popping drills now. See, this is why I'm always using my straightener, because when I see that there are gaps, it's easy to have your lines go a little bit crooked. And what can I say? It's OCD. Ooh, double-sided book, that tape, that's really old. Hi, Sylvia. How are you? Welcome to my channel. All right, I've got another color here, don't I? I'm finished with the up arrow. I'm working upside down now, so it's actually a down arrow. Yeah. It's Friday. What do you expect? It's me. You know me. I'm silly. I'm a silly person. I'm crazy. I love it. I don't know if you've seen some of those t-shirts on Temu. They're driving me crazy because I want that one and that one and that one. Some of them are so funny because they're so beautifully sarcastic, which is, it's me. I love sarcasm. I appreciate it. A lot of the books that I read, the cozy paranormal mystery books that I read, um, the protagonist is always snarky, and their familiar is always sarcastic and full of themselves. So, I mean, it's just, yeah, these cats with, I'm better than you. Please, duh. Oh, there's one called Shakespeare, the cat, not the book, but the cat, the familiar is Shakespeare. And he loves to read. So his witch bought him a Kindle. he rarely helps her with her witchcraft, but he reads a lot. I think it's funny. Oh, I do. Yeah, I get a kick out of that. And there's so many like that. It seems to be part of the I'm thinking trope. It seems to be part of the trope of A girl who didn't know she was a witch finds out she's a witch, runs into a murder, gets a familiar, usually a cat, who's very sarcastic. She's very spunky and snarky, and she meets a handsome cop or business owner or something, and there's the romance part of it. It's just it's a trope that they all use, but I like it. I can't help it. It really is stupid reading in my well. It's not stupid reading. It's just a lot out there, you know. And I'm not reading so many right now. Now I'm starting to read different, still paranormal, but and some space military. I love that. Don't ask me why. I love science fiction, but I like the space stories. Um, space opera. Anyway, but the trope is the same. It's like all romance novels have pretty much the same trope. Also, uh, they work the same thing. And if you're wondering, I'm going to give you. Come on, wake up, wake up. I can't read this right. Uh, Trope is a figurative or metaphorical use of a word or expression. No, that's not what it is. In simple terms, interesting. I thought that was ah the most common understanding of the word trope is as a literary concept, meaning the repetitive use of a word, plot device, theme, image, or figure by an author. That's what, yeah. It's like movies, all these action movies, Mission Impossible. It's the same trope every time. It's basically the same. There's a formula almost to writing these books and writing these stories, and it's yeah, it is what it is, but it makes for some nice light reading for people like me who have. Uh, I still have a sense of literature. I still, I do read literature too. But my idea of literature is reading the classic science fiction and fantasy authors: Anne McCaffrey, Robert Heinlein, Isaac Asimov, Ray Bradbury. Uh, ooh, uh, uh, what's his name? Chalker? Yeah, Jack Chalker. And, all of them, to me, those are, that's literature for me. What can I say? I used to hate reading. I did. I didn't start reading until I was 16, maybe 15. And I was living with my dad, and I was bored one day. And I said, Dad, I'm bored. And he hands me a book. He says, Here. So I started reading it, and it was the beginning of the end for me. I became not just an avid reader, a voracious reader. As long as it was science fiction or fantasy, because the first book he handed me was Robert Heinlein's Stranger in a Strange Land. Weird book. And very 70s, 60s, 70s, very, yeah. I don't know how to explain it, but it was cool. it was a cool book. And for some reason, it drew me in, and I started reading. And I would read anything and everything, as long as it was science fiction or fantasy, of course. But I was reading mostly the like I said, the classical science fiction and fantasy authors. That's what I call them, the classicals, because they're not just original, but they're written so well. Yeah. I mean, I tried. I got halfway through the Iliad and the Odyssey. Halfway. Might have been a great story, and I will say that. Great stories, but the reading, the reading of it was so difficult because style of writing changes over time. And what was fun and comfortable in the 1700s or the 1800s was not so comfortable in the 1900s or the 2000s. There it's the writing has changed, the way they write, the things they write about, but also the grammar, the there's great literature does not necessarily rely on words, fancy words. To me, it relies on a good story and a good storytelling. If you are reading a book and you forget where you are and you get completely absorbed into the book and you can picture it in your mind where they are, what they're doing, what this looks like, what that looks like, because the author has described it without going overboard. Some of them do go overboard. That, it to me, is great literature, and I've found that with a lot of authors, science fiction and fantasy authors. I just prefer it. Yeah, I like mystery. Mystery is fun, but make it make it science fiction or fantasy mystery. I mean, I don't see the difference. Romance, again, I used to read romance novels all the time. Now, eh, I Nora Roberts wrote as J.D. Robb. She wrote the Death series, which is basically romance and mystery, but set slightly in the future. So there's a few cool things that are there that we don't have today. So it's interesting, and if she would write more of those, I love those J.D. Robb books. Okay, I'll stop, rambling on about that on this. Ever since I used to hate reading, now, yeah, we go just like with food, we go through changes. Our tastes change, and what we want changes. What we like changes. I mean, who knows? I might go back to reading mysteries, plain mysteries. There are a couple of good ones out there that, yeah, they look really interesting, and I wouldn't mind picking them up and reading them. But it's like I've been reading the paranormal cozy mysteries for so long that it was almost a shock when I went back to reading hard science fiction. It's, yeah, it was almost a shock to me because I hadn't read it in so long, and I'd run across a couple of really cool science fiction novels and books. And for some reason, I love the technical aspect of it. Asimov it was a scientist. He was a scientist. So his uh, fiction, his future fiction, because they also call it future fiction or speculative fiction, was based on some reality. Like it doesn't is that it's not real science, but it could be. you know, he imagines the future, but he based it on today's or that year, that decades, that times technology. and just took it a step further. Because if he was writing today, the stories themselves would have been the same, but the backdrops and the things that they had, that they were capable of, would not be there, because there were no cell phones. But cell phones were imagined. Um, there was no GPS. There were no satellites. Well, there were satellites, but there was no GPS at the time available to everybody. So when they wrote about the fact that they could put trackers on people and know exactly where they are, and all these other things, they were not happening at that time. And today it would be different. So some of the things that the authors come up with, how the hell did they know? How did they know that that's what would happen? And that is exactly what's happened. I mean, wireless internet, the internet? Who could have imagined the internet in the 1940s and 50s? Who could imagine it? Very few people. Maybe scientists, but the average person could not, couldn't imagine the internet. That you could talk to people across the country, across the world. And it was like they were sitting in your living room. Who would imagine video calls where you could talk face to face, through Skype, or it's now we take it for granted. We take all of this for granted. But back in the day, when these writers were first writing, they could imagine today happening. Yet there was no basis for they just imagined it. I had no idea that it would actually come true. I mean, really, it's incredible when you think about it. How many authors predicted what the future might bring? I mean, not perfect, of course, and societal changes are the hardest to predict. I don't know if anybody could predict that we are in we're going back to the dark ages in many ways. I don't think anybody could predict that once we developed freedom for everyone, and I mean everyone, that we'd be going backwards. I mean, we're going backwards. We're devolving. I mean, they want to take away gay marriage. And yet, what is it? I saw a meme today. It was a picture of a beautiful woman and a really handsome man kissing, at their wedding. They were, she's in a wedding dress, he's in a tux. And Fox apparently had chosen that photo, that this is what marriage should be. Except for one problem. They were gay. They were both women, including the man. That must have been embarrassing to Fox. Thinking, we're showing you what real marriage should be. Yeah, you're right. That's what it should be. Open and free for anyone and everyone to just get the government out of the freaking bedroom. They don't belong there. They don't belong there. All right, I've been babbling enough. It's almost 8:30. I'm going to say bye. Yeah, time travelers take the information. Good one, Yvonne. I like that. That's a good one. Quite possible. You never know. I'm going to say night, and I want to thank you all for coming here tonight and just listening to me babble, because that's what I do. We should, things will be picking up next month when we start the Great Escape. Don't forget to tell your buddies about it, please. We have lots of sponsors and lots of prizes, a lot of prizes and discounts and all that other cool stuff. So I want everybody to be able to take advantage of it. Tell everyone. And all the information is down below in the description. And in the meantime, be good, be kind, be nice, be wonderful, be safe. And I guess until the next time, arrivederci.